A man died in his workshop, but the clock in his pocket sped up the moment he took his last breath, and when investigators opened it, they found a human fingernail inside, from someone who was never in the room. Asterisk, Victorian London, 1894. Fog crawls across Fleet Street as police constables gather outside Bell and Sons watchmakers. Inside, Arthur Bell lies slumped over his workbench, stiff as cold iron, his eyes wide, not in pain, but in pure horror. Inspector Henry Whitlock is first to notice the impossible detail. Arthur's silver pocket watch, usually silent, is ticking rapidly. Not just ticking. Accelerating. Seconds flicker like a heartbeat on the edge of panic. Whitlock tests for body heat. Bell has been dead for hours. The watch, however, seems to be running faster the longer the corpse lies still. When they pry open the casing, gears are twisted like soft copper, as if spun violently, and wedged between them, a torn human fingernail, not Arthur's. Asterisk, Whitlock interviews the neighbors. They describe Arthur as gentle, meticulous, but paranoid these last few weeks. A soot-covered chimney sweep says he often saw a tall man with a velvet coat visiting after sunset. No name, no conversation, just the man handing Arthur a small envelope every few days. Inside, blueprints for a watch design no one had ever seen before, circular sketches with spirals, numbers that didn't fit any standard time format, strange symbols etched like runes. Arthur once muttered to a neighbor, "Time isn't what we think it is. Some men want to break it open." Whitlock realizes Arthur had been building something, not a regular pocket watch, but a prototype someone might kill for. Asterisk. Whitlock sends the watch to the forensic technician at Scotland Yard. Before midnight, the technician is found dead at his desk. His clock stopped at 11:13 p.m. His own wristwatch, running backward. Inside the technician's pocket, a tiny scrap of paper, Arthur Bell's handwriting. If the watch accelerates, it's feeding. If it stops, it's choosing. Whitlock now suspects the watch behaves reactively to what he can't say yet. Asterisk. Arthur's apprentice, Lydia Marsh, sneaks into the workshop at dawn. She brings Whitlock a leather notebook. Arthur told her to hide if anything happened. Inside, drawings of strange gear, shapes, notes about temporal tension, mentions of a client who sees the future, and a final line: the watch must be destroyed before he arrives. Time bends around him. Whitlock demands to know, who is he? Lydia hesitates. He called himself Mr. Harrow. He never blinked, never breathed loud, and he always knew exactly what time it was, without looking at any clock. Asterisk. As Whitlock and Lydia search the workshop for the prototype, the lamps flicker. Footsteps echo in the dark hallway. A tall silhouette halts in front of the doorway, velvet coat, perfectly still posture. "Mr. Harrow." He speaks softly, voice unnervingly calm. "You've seen the watch, Inspector, then you understand its function." Whitlock readies his revolver. Harrow doesn't even look at it. It measures when a death will occur. Arthur made it correctly. Unfortunately, he tested it on himself. Whitlock demands answers, but Harrow simply steps closer, hands behind his back, never blinking. The watch accelerates when death approaches, but if it stops, he raises a finger. It means the death is already in the room. The lamps explode into darkness. Asterisk. Lydia grabs the prototype watch, and she and Whitlock flee into the fog-drenched alley. Behind them, Harrow's footsteps echo slow, steady, impossibly consistent, as if timed by something beyond human rhythm. They take cover inside St. Dunstan's Church. Whitlock examines the prototype. Inside the caseplate is a symbol, a spiral with a single vertical line. Lydia recognizes it. It's not a watch, it's a timer, counting down. The countdown reaches 0. The watch stops. And for the first time, Whitlock realizes Harrow isn't tracking them. He's tracking the watch. Asterisk. Harrow appears inside the church. No door opened, no footsteps heard this time. He moves like a shadow, passing from one second to the next. "You misunderstand," Harrow whispers. "The watch wasn't made to measure others." He taps the prototype lightly. "It was made to measure mine." Lydia's face pales. Arthur Bell didn't build the watch for a client. He built a trap, a time detonation designed to freeze Mr. Harrow's existence inside a locked moment. Whitlock hurls the prototype against the stone column. The metal shatters. Harrow freezes mid-step, suspended, fading like a reflection in rippling water, and then he's gone, not dead, Erased. The accelerating watch beside Arthur's corpse. That wasn't the watch malfunctioning, it was Harrow fighting back. Whitlock later records in his personal case file, time takes its toll one way or another, but sometimes something else wants to collect. Arthur Bell's watch remains locked in Scotland Yard's evidence vault. Every December, on the night Arthur died, it starts ticking again, faster and faster,